Kizer knives. Stick around. As you can probably tell from the title, Kizer Knives did reach out to me, and what I have in here is the Beaver model number 1078 Atom 1. It is the D2 in green G10 handle. It is the 6-inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down below. I'm going to show you like the whole unboxing. Make sure you guys get the full package reveal. Before I do that, guys, I need you to do me a favor. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. It really does help the algorithms. It helps this channel tremendously. If you want to purchase this knife, I will put the links down below for you to do so. You can purchase it from Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate. So if you do that, I think I get like 2 cents on the dollar. So thank you very much for that. If not, you could also go to KizerKnives.com, and I'm sure they have a bunch of vendors that you could purchase it from. If you want to become a Patreon member, only cost you $1 a month. You get to watch videos like this before anybody else, and I will put the link down below for that. All right, guys, let's drop the camera and take a look at what's inside the box. All right, guys, so full disclosure, they contacted me and wanted me to do a review on this knife. I had been carrying it for I think over a month now. It comes in this really, really nice box, and I think that was kind of important because presentation is important when it comes to this type of stuff. Now, this is the D2 version of it. It does come in a Nitro V if you're interested in that, and it does have different color combinations. You can also get this in a satin finish as opposed to a subdue or black. And what I liked about this specifically is it's a small EDC knife, and I'm going to get into all the goodies, but I just want you to take a look at this and show you on the inside of the box. This is where everything else is kind of placed, where you get your sheath, which is nice, and we'll talk about that in a second. You also get a cleaning cloth. All right, so that's kind of cool too. And you get some directions, and you also get this guy. All right, so I don't know, I guess that's one of their things, and that's about it. You do get a little spacer if you wanted to put it on your belt. All right, so I don't know who this is, but I guess that's the Kizer Gremlin. All right, so take a look at that. All right, so we'll put this stuff to the side and we'll continue on. All right, guys, so the model that we're talking about is called the Beaver. I know, insert all the jokes there. All right, so it's a small EDC knife. It has a drop point, full tang, lightweight, blade material, Nitro V or D2. Blade length is 2 3/4 inches. The item weight is about 3.75 ounces, and the overall is about 6 inches. So it's kind of nice. It's small EDC. The contours are really nice. The rivets for the handle are really nice, and it does have this very, very large lanyard hole in the back, or loop, I will say. It is not made for a karambit style. All right, that's not what this hole is for. So I know there's a lot of people out there that might be confused. You can put something in there to put a lanyard hole or something in there, but it's not really meant for a karambit or fighting knife, obviously because of the size itself. The Beaver itself does come with a very small blade. It is a flat grind. You can see the grind lines in there. Really, really nice EDC. And on top, which is one of my favorite things, is the double pattern of jimping. All right, so there's jimping up here and there's jimping up there. And what that allows you to do is to make it a very small EDC knife for small tasks. So if you wanted to use this as a carving knife, something that you can open boxes with, obviously, or even a small detail woods knife, it works very well. It is called the Beaver. All right. Now, on top of that, it does come with a really good Kydex sheath. I'm a big fan of their sheaths. It does have this little push-off ramp, which makes it very, very simple to get in and get out. You may have noticed that the clip itself is a little bit loose. Again, not so much of a big deal, but I will tell Kizer Knives to please use some Loctite on there so this doesn't keep happening, and that's all you have to do. Now, you can use different mounting options if you want, but it does come with this mounting option, which I find is pretty sufficient. And again, like I said, you do have these spacers inside here. Now that that's all tightened up, you can see how it sits on your belt. All right, couple different ways of doing that. It does come in, like I said, in different color options depending on your needs. They are available on Amazon, I think for like $57, something like that. So you can get them overnight. They're really quick ship, and I do like the knife itself. It does come with a razor sharp edge out of the box. All right, so I don't have any problems there with the blade. The G10 is very, very comfortable and very grippy, especially when it gets wet. The orange accents is what really sold me. I mean, take a look at how nice that looks. Those orange accents are just beautiful. All right, and I haven't had any problem with the handles at all. I did rock this a little bit on my everyday carry, and it worked very well. There's really not much I can say other than if you're looking for a small EDC knife, this is a fantastic model. I've never used Nitro V steel. This is the D2 version, but it does come with it. And I think depending on what type of steel that you like, but the D2 just works for me. I don't have to worry about it rusting. It comes out of the box super sharp, and it's a very, very good looking knife. And the sheath itself is fantastic, so good work on the sheath. Like all of Kizer knives, they do have a very good warranty system, so I wouldn't worry about it if you were worried about breaking this. The only thing I was worried about was losing it, but the sheath itself does work very well, and you don't have to worry about it. No rattle once I fixed the belt clip itself. They sell it as a companion hunting knife, okay, but I think if you have very large hands, it's good for certain things, but not good for others. I have extra large hands, and as you can see, I could put at least 3 fingers around there comfortably, and the 4th pinky kind of falls off the side. But again, with the jimping on top, it allows me to put my thumb or my forefinger on there. And again, really, I'm not using these I'm not using this for a very, very heavy task. It's just an EDC knife, you know, and if I wanted to, I can bring it around in the woods and use it as a companion knife like they said. So let's go back up top and finish. All right, so what do I think about this? I think that if you are in the market for an EDC knife and at a low cost, the D2 is probably the way to go. They do have the Nitro V. It just adds a little bit more palladium, so it's a little bit tougher, that kind of thing. But you're not doing major pry bar tasks with this thing. It's too small for that. Kizer has a lot of different models and makes. You should check them out. I'm pretty happy with it. Again, I rocked it for over a month. And I just used whatever was in the box, and it worked out great for me. So if you're looking for a decent small EDC knife that kind of has different color combinations, the Beaver might be for you. And what I need you guys to do is to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. It really helps me out. Stay tuned for more reviews. If you guys are interested in sponsoring one of these videos, you can send me some gear and some kit, and I'll take a look at it. Just email me at 3riversurvival@gmail.com. If you have something that you want to send me, that's fine. But other than that, guys, I think this is a win, especially for the price. All right, guys, thank you very much, and as always, stay safe.